Right guys, on to another video with me, Kevin Twist. We're joined by Lewis, who did the Euros video with me. That wasn't very successful, but we may get one right this time.
Well, we've got a target.
Yeah, you set your targets low so you can achieve them. We think. We don't know. We're
Didn't
not
we do
really
that
good at
last
this
time?
Euro thing. But then,
Good
Championship
job it's not the
in League
Euros.
1 and League 2 is a bit different, It's league format, it's not, cup format. Maybe
I
that's what we're better
claim
at.
for this to be my area, so we'll see.
We'll see end of the season, I guess.
After my mistake on the Scottish League predictions,
Oh yeah, that table entry you sent, interesting. So how's Kilmarnock doing in the top flight?
and they're winning it, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right, so let's get into the Championship then. I'll start my top six, then you'll do it, then I'll do my relegation, you do your relegation. And we'll then continue into the other leagues. So my top six starts with Sheffield United, which then leads on to Middlesbrough, because I've picked up a few signs from other Championship clubs to weaken a few of them, a couple of freebies as well I've seen. A few of the lesser players went to other leagues, so like League 1 and that, so good bit of change, plus a decent manager. And then I have QPR getting into that top four. I'm not keen on the manager, of course, from my Scottish team that I support, but Dykes had a good pre-season, a couple others have had a good pre-season for them. A good game against Manchester United, momentum's everything. And then my playoffs winners will come third, which is Fulham, the yo-yo team themselves. And then I have West Brom being the first of the autos. And then winning it is going to be the Cherries, Bournemouth. So yeah.
I've got a bit of a different top six to you. In general, I've got two teams you haven't mentioned at all. In Birmingham in sixth, which could be a bit of a shock because they were awful for most of last season, but did stay up. And Reading in fifth. Hopefully, they're not going to bowl this season. In fourth, I've got my playoff winners, Sheffield United. If I'm going from what I saw in pre-season, they outplayed us badly, winning 4-0. No Ollie McBurney in sight. The only real miss they had was a Ryan Brewster sitter.
Oh yeah,
And
Primar 9 himself.
Yeah. Even Ollie Burke scored against us, so
That sounds fun.
third, yeah, it was a tap in from a keeper mistake, but they all count. In third, I've got Bournemouth just missing out after Scott Parker won't know what to do with a team that's not Fulham. In second, I've got Fulham, Mitrovic to score 20 goals and get them up. And then at the top of the league, I have West Brom bouncing straight back, Sam Johnson in goal, a solid manager, and finding it quite easy.
Yeah, the manager done quite well last season for Leicester side, so could be interesting. Piero looks like he could be Oscars, so it'll be very interesting to see how they do. But now on to relegation, the fun part. Before we move on to the league that they're going to. My three are personally Blackpool, Derby, and Peterborough.
My three are I've got it really tight for 20 seconds between Peterborough and Coventry, but I believe Coventry will go down in the end. With Blackpool in 23rd, signing two players that played for Donny last season aren't going to save you. And in 24th, Wayne Rooney's injured team, Derby.
Yeah, I mean, he may have got retirement to try and give them anything.
He's
But
going to come
yeah,
out of retirement and probably get injured.
no, he's going to injure all the other teams, so they can't finish bottom. Tactical masterclass. But yeah, okay. So now let's move on to the league that Derby will be in next season. League One. So my top six starts with Wigan. Bit interesting because they had such a bad season, but you know, signings of Wykes, etc. Very good signings. And then I have Sunderland, Wykes' old club. I don't see them doing amazing, but I feel like key players like McGeady could be still very crucial in them getting that top six. Then I have Portsmouth in the next position. In the position above that, I have Charlton, but I see them winning the playoffs. And then moving into the autos, I have Rotherham going straight back up, and Ipswich winning the league.
In my top six, I've got Wigan going up as playoff winners. The new owners saved them last season. Charlie White could easily get another 10, 20 goals just as headers. Jack Watmer, Tom Naylor know each other well from Portsmouth and will go well. And there's a lot of other good signings from them. In fifth, I've got MK Dons. They probably would have been playoff winners if they didn't lose their manager with players like Harry Darling, Moesa, Scott Twine, all going to play key parts this season. In fourth, I've got Sunderland. They may have lost the second half to their amazing team last season in Wyke, but they've still got McGeady and he'll do enough to get them playoffs. In third, I've got Oxford. They seem to be consistently in the playoffs over the last 2 seasons, even when they start poorly. And I'm sure they can replicate that again with the same manager. In second, I have my club's rivals in Rotherham, and I don't want to talk about that. But in first, I obviously have Donny winning the league unbeaten, not even drawing a game. So...
Oh, sounds class, mate.
Yeah. Home Albion lost the class, you know.
Yeah. So who's actually first?
What do you mean?
Gotta surely be joking
Ipswich.
with that. Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah, they've strengthened well. I think they've got one of the best managers in League One, in Paul Cook, and they've signed some very good players for League One as well.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Now on to the relegation zone. I've now learned that League One has 4 relegation spots, so you know, you learn something new all the time. So yeah, my bottom 4 are Cheltenham, Morecambe, Shrewsbury, and Plymouth up your pie face.
Bit harsh. World's best goalkeeper.
Prime Yashin.
I mean, Donny are looking for a keeper, so
Yes.
we could do with that.
Nothing getting past him.
Nope.
Right, onto your relegation zone then.
I've got Morecambe, AFC Wimbledon due to the loss of Joe Pigott, Cambridge and Cheltenham.
Yeah, a few teams similar. I think it's a bit obvious in some of the leagues for relegation, it seems. But EFL, you know, is always a surprise package. That's why it's some of the more entertaining football. Maybe not the best football, but it's always entertaining.
Something always happens.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Scottish leagues. There's always something happening. Like even the Edinburgh City game on the weekend. The referee got injured, so the linesman had to become the ref, and then one of the sub players became the linesman. Yeah, you know, it's just top tier football. But yeah, now on to League 2. So yeah, my top 7 that I found out as well, another thing I've learnt thanks to this, starts with Carlisle, a stadium I've actually been to. And then Tranmere, who I have winning the playoffs. And then on to FGR, so Forest Green Rovers. And then I have Northampton in the top 4. I then have Rochdale coming third. Salford second, so they're not going to bottle it this time. And Swindon to win the league.
There is some good teams in League 2 that won't get playoffs, in my opinion. I've got 7th Bradford, proved in that second half of the season. They've got a better manager now, knows what it's like to get playoffs in League 2. But he doesn't have Carlos Mendes Gomez this time. In 6th, I've got Swindon. They probably could go up. They suffer that they've got and suffering still will probably result in them not going up. In 5th, I've got Exeter. Lost a lot of key players, but they always seem to be in the playoffs magically and bottle it still. So, in 4th, I've got my playoff winners, Salford. So for once, they are going to put enough money into the club to stop them bottling it. In 3rd, I've got Northampton. Scott Pollock masterclass for 2nd place, Bristol Rovers, Brett Pittman, and fire them that much from their League 1 season went down. So I'm thinking it could be good for them.
Fair enough. So on to relegation then. Who have you got in relegation? But we'll swap it this time.
I have got the team that won the National League last season in Sutton. They're still linked with losing that 6'9" striker they've got, and I don't think they've got enough to survive. And they won't do as well as Barrow and Harrogate did this season. That's just gone to stay up for one season. In 23rd, I've got Barrow. I think second season syndrome will get to them and they'll crumble down now.
Fair enough. I also have Barrow Mines finishing rock bottom. And then I have Hartlepool. And that finishes off the EFL. Thanks for watching. I'll have Lewis's Twitter in the description below. Like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.